We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Taiwan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 34-yard line. They run it with Ballage. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Flushed out right. He can run, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. 16-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. They'll roll him out right. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson dumps it off for Geis. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50. At the 45 in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 53-yard.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. The 20. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is caught. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, Geis, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bills 10, Texans 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. They're only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there. Let's get funny, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Ballage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Ballage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. And that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This pass caught at the 4. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, it's Watson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half, and the Texans have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and count.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now left side on the swing pass. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
Ooh, he's running. He's running.
Way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back in. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And almost football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 45.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Got a man open in Sutton. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
35-yard line.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 50, it's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Out of the gun, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Malage. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Allen's throw is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Texans.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From his goal line here, Watson. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 49 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
32-yard line.
Allen to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Working with a 2nd and 3. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Cortland Sutton, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
His kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.